Hola, ¿cómo estás tú? De Tailandia. Oh, make a little pizza. Make a little bit of a pizza for some people. Okay, let's see if we get that. Like that. Boom, boom, boom. It's gonna stay like that. Okay. All right. We got a good distance. Everything. Don't have to be too perfect. Don't have to be. Now. Last night, my wife made the secret sauce. And you can't have pizza without cheese, right? Boom. So now we got a meat sauce here. It's take a look at that. Oh, okay. That Flight Star. Thank you, Flight Star. Okay, thank you. Here you go. There's a meat sauce. And now what we gotta do is get this nice little thin layer on the pizza. You don't want it too thick because you want the crust to cook. All right, now we got a spoon. Stir up that sauce a little bit. Voila. Like that. Dump it on there like that. I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Probably gonna need 4. You see that? Spread it out. She made it really meaty. She's sleeping right now, so she made it really meaty, which is nice. Great. It's a meat sauce. Okay, so we're gonna have a meat pizza. Get that all spread out. Nice. Nice spread out. I'll tell you something if you want. I worked at a pizzerias when I worked in when I lived in New York City and Jersey. I worked at the pizzerias, a few of them. All right, get that sauce all the way. You want that sauce all the way up on the crust. You know? You don't want it too soggy, but you want it all the way up on the crust because it provides a bit of a barrier. So when it does crust up, it doesn't get like, you don't get like burnt. You try not to get burnt crust. And we're gonna have a pizza, a special pizza. Here's the thing: is I'm gonna put it in the oven before I put the cheese on, because say, how's that look? Put a little more, another dab will do. How's that looking? How's that looking? All right, so like I said, we want to put the pizza inside the oven like this to cook a bit, because if we put it in the cheese on right now, the way this conventional oven is built, and probably all your conventional ovens are built, it'll burn. You end up burning the cheese before you actually have a cooked pizza. So we're gonna put it in the oven now, and then we're gonna be back in about 10 minutes. Probably 15 minutes or so, something like that. But I tell you what, one thing about cooking I did learn is this. There's an old saying, clean as you go and you will never owe. Always clean as you go. That way, when you get to the the finished product, you don't have a mountain of dishes and mountains of things, and you're like, I don't want to do it. Oh my God, it's too much. Is it clean as you go and you will never owe. The other saying is pay as you go and you'll never owe. But, I guess that depends on the circumstances, right? So here we are, we're going to do clean as you go, never owe. Spoon, wash right away. Here, I'll even show you. Here we go. We got the sink over here. We got some potatoes over there. I don't eat potatoes, but my friend downstairs eats potatoes. He loves potatoes. He loves meat. Like meat and potatoes. A certain kind of diet that people have, like meat and potatoes. I'm not a meat and potatoes person. I'm more like a. If my dream diet would be like a Mediterranean diet. You know, avocados, tomatoes, red onions, and stuff like that. Hey, what's going on, Flight Slug? Oliver Ivan Perez, what's up, brother? Nelly De La Rosa, hello everybody. What's going on? How's everything? We are in northern Thailand today. This is northern Thailand, and we are actually near what used to be a Portuguese settlement in northern Thailand about 600 years ago. Yes, this is our kitchen. There's our kitchen. So it's clean as you go. You will never owe. All right, now back over here. That's our garden out there. You know, the nice thing about living in the tropics, I'll tell you something. Nice thing about living in the tropics. I was gonna say nice thing about living in the projects. I haven't lived in the projects in a long time, but thank you. I love it. I would love that you love it. My wife designed everything. She designed the island here. You know, like made it out of like concrete and stuff like that, right? So like that's for cooking. And then she designed the counter over there, like that. She designed everything on a computer. And then, you know, right, got that set up there, boom, like that, right? We got the pizza in the oven. Something's on, you know, because we did the design ourselves. I should say we did. I didn't do anything. My wife did everything. Because the design was made by like a homemade design. Not everything necessarily fits perfectly, like a factory made or something like that. So, but that's cool. You know, that's the way. You know. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you. You know, I mean. I'm, you know, a lot of times I don't get the opportunity to speak English with people. So like I can speak English on the channel with people, and they understand my, you know, what I mean and stuff like that. So it's like I like that, you know. I like the opportunity to speak English. Sometimes I like to speak other languages, but right now is English language because somebody told me that we said we can't speak Spanish. I'm just joking. We can speak as much Spanish as we want, but right now it was just chit chat. Okay. Now we got the sauce. The secret sauce the wife made last night is in. Look at this to clean up that top. All right, we want a nice clean countertop, right? Clean that up, clean as you go, and you will never owe. You know. And she made it. We got the top of the thing there. Where is the? What did I do? Oh, I didn't. I still got to clean this thing. Oh, hold up. Yeah, we got to clean up everything, you know. I'm on a diet, you know. I do a walk every morning and do that live. It's about 45 minutes. I go about 6-7 kilometers. And when I started, it was 116 kilo. Right now, I'm 108 kilo. So I lost 8 kilo. I didn't eat anything yesterday. So I'll have a little bit of pizza with the meat sauce. You know, with the meat sauce, a little bit of cheese. I hope that won't be too bad for me, but you know, that's what I'm gonna do. Alright. Get that cleaned up nice and good. You know, don't leave a dirty. Don't leave dishes for other people to do. Don't leave good dishes for other people to do. And there's another saying in the business is, if you don't clean them all and you leave one, you cleaned nothing. If you leave one spoon, you could clean 100 spoons, but if you leave one, they say you didn't do anything. That's a fact. All right, what we got here? So I was born in Brooklyn, New York, and I moved. I moved when I was in my late 20s to Thailand. But I lived in Spain, and I lived in France a little bit, and I lived in London for a year. And but then I ended up over here in northern Thailand. I was married for 25 years now. My beautiful wife, love her so much. Without her, I would be nothing, And praise everything, I guarantee you one thing for all the men out there: if you listen to your wife, you're going to be just fine. Just listen to your wife. Don't do anything stupid. Don't get some stupid idea or whatever. Your wife says not to do something, don't do it. That means she's got your best. She's got your back. All right, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Good to chat and everything like that. So anyway, that's my advice about a wife. I don't like a lot of things that she says. Like sometimes I don't like the advice that she gives and everything like that. But generally speaking, in my life, when things went south or sour or something like that, if I had listened to my wife, I would have been in a lot better position. That's for sure. And I'm only alive today on this earth because of my wife. Saved my life. So without her, I am nothing. I'd be dead. Anyway, it's a beautiful Sunday morning here at 7:30 in the morning, and we're cooking up this pizza here. You want to check in on it for a second? Let's take a look. Mamma mia, it's a pizza. No, it's not ready yet. Mamma mia, it's a pizza. That pizza work. I worked at pizzerias in Brooklyn and in Jersey City, and yeah, Brooklyn and Jersey City. That's a hard work, We're to do a lot of work, but it's good work, It's definitely, I really enjoy that kind of work, when I worked in a pizzeria, I loved it so much, I work, making the pizza and you make it something that somebody likes, all of a sudden you cook a beautiful pizza and they tell you, wow, how that tastes delicious and everything like that. That makes my day, It's worth more than the money per hour that they pay you to make the pizza, and that just somebody takes the time to say, wow, that was bang, well, that was fire or something like that, You know what I'm saying? So I love working the pizza. Like in Bushwick, I worked in a pizzeria in Bushwick. I worked at in Greenpoint and in Jersey City. But then for the last like a few years that I was in the United States, I worked in the gig economy. So what happened was that when I came back I left the United States in my 20s, but I went back in my late 40s to try to make sure that I have all my paperwork and everything like that for when I turned 65, so I could get retirement, So I went back, and I stayed for about 6 years, and I did my work, whatever. But for like the last 3 years that I was there, I did gig work. So I was like, I had saved up enough money to buy a car. The day that I got that car, man, I quit all my jobs. I just did the gig work. I was driving around North Jersey, because I love driving around and stuff like that. The only bad part is the state police, because they suck, and they're always like out there preying on people. Sorry if you're a state police officer, but you guys are predators, and that's exactly what you do. So, ruin people's lives. Anyway, I got that out of my system. Anyway, let's check out on this pizza. That's a pizza. Oh, look at that. I think that's just about time to pull out. Yeah, no. But just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Whew. We use this Farina. It's like a double O, which is like a lighter flour. So all pizza, if you're making pizza, you should not be, I mean, you can do it with all-purpose flour, or you can do it with bread flour, cake flour, stuff like that. But that all just has to do with like the amount of starch that's in the flour. So like if you used all-purpose flour to make a pizza, you'd have like a super doughy, thick crust, like you know, something a little bit like, probably like I imagine what's his name, Pizza Hut. Is that what it is? Is that the name of it? I think like the Pizza Hut. I think they use all-purpose flour. Thick crust, you know, it's like thick. You bite into it and you get a whole bunch of calories and stuff like that. So that's it, you know. Got to keep our eye on this pizza, though. We don't see. That's the thing. You only get one chance, right? Because if you burn it, you can't unburn it. And I think that's it. We're gonna pull this out. And I appreciate you guys staying around for making this. Let's take a look. Take a look at it. Look what we got so far. Anybody hungry? Oh man, it's smelling good too. And we got to put it back in. Hold on a second. We're not gonna put it back in that yet. Ah, yeah, that is hot. We're not gonna put it in yet though. We're gonna get that cheese, and we gotta be careful not to put too much cheese on this thing. This is cheese. Oh, this isn't even cheese. This is rice. Oh my god. What the heck? All right, this is cheese. I can put rice on top of it. That might be the start of a new thing. Start of a new fashion, a new kind of pizza, rice pizza. Oh, that's a great idea. Rice pizza. And right now we're making a little meat sauce pizza, cheese on top. How do you like the cheese on your pizza? You like a lot of cheese, or a little bit of cheese, a lot of sauce? All right, you got that cheese on there. Just break it up there like that. It's gonna melt nice. It'll melt nice. You know, don't sweat it too much. Just get it nicely distributed. Right, nicely distributed, and you know, enough to have that cheese effect that people like. You think that's enough? You think that's enough cheese? Should I put some more cheese? A little more cheese? All right, I'll put a little more cheese. If you say so, I'll put a little more cheese on it. Boom, boom. All right. Shit, should we put some more cheese on there? More cheese. Yeah, that person asked me where I was from. I forgot to ask them where they're from. Anybody want to tell me where they're from? Where they're calling out from? Wait, where you guys representing? Where you guys representing? We representing who we rep? Who we repping today? All right, that's the cheese. How about a cat? You want a cat on the pizza? How about a catzitza? Now, we're gonna put this sucker back in the oven and cook it. And by the time, let me take this off the stand. And by the time that gets done, we should be doing good. Anyway, here I wanted to show you guys the garden. Take a look at our garden. We have this. Hello, this is Junior the cat. He's a pain in the neck. So we have this. This is called Spanish beard moss. And these Logans right there. Then we have a canal over there. And then we have this tree called Linfa tree right here with these long things that hang out, and that's like an Asian medicinal tree they eat, it's used for treatment of like headaches and aches, pains, swelling, possible carcinogens and stuff like that. Like that. All right, we got the little balcony here, right? And we got a washing machine over here. These are chestnuts. Those trees over there are chestnut trees. And this tree right here is a teak tree. And right down there is just weeds and rice stalks and stuff like that. Right? So then this is normally where my wife sits over here. I usually go stay out in the office. My office right there. See, no smoking. Nobody smokes here. You know. So now, how are we doing with the pizza? Let's take a look. Well, it's not burning yet, so I think we did all right. I think it's going to be just fine. For a homemade pizza, this is just about, it's not bad. All right, now, so we have these things hanging up here, whatever. Boom. Keep our eggshells over there. And my hair is out of control. I just took a shower because I went on the morning walk. I did 7 kilometers. And amazing, I did 7 kilometers in less than 40 minutes, which was pretty good for walking, I imagine, Anyway. All right, so we're going to pull out the finished product, and then we're going to close it down because, we just thought we could hop on here for a quick pizza, and we did it. I appreciate you for staying with us for the whole thing, and, love you all. And, oh my God, I just burnt myself. Move it, move. Oh boy, that hurt. Anyway, there we go. That's the pizza. All right, now I have to turn off the oven. Damn, I grabbed a pan. I was missing part of the rag. I burnt myself. But that's all right. Anyway, we cut it up right here. Oh man, it hurt. And there you go. Homemade pizza. Anybody like a slice? It's all free, just for you. If you were here, you could eat it. But I think I'm gonna have to. Take a bite and eat it by myself. But thank you all for stopping by. Love you all. Have a wonderful. God bless you all, and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning. It's Sunday morning here. So, all right. Bye bye.